Hey man, I don't want to be on your goddamn YouTube, man.
Jumped in the backseat, woke up in the morning to the great Gatsby. Then he was unhappy, but you never let the bullshit, the shit that you do.
By reading the caption, y'all know I didn't make it to Sturgis. So here's an update on my so-called Sturgis mission, or should I say the Sturgis in parentheses. Imagine the parentheses, the breakdown chronicles. Sometimes you gotta laugh, you know, even when stuff ain't going good, you know, you gotta smile and find a positive. Even though it ain't no positive in this, but I don't believe in stressing. And I'm glad that I have the credentials, the credit cards and stuff to get myself out of bounds like this, man. Riding motorcycles are expensive. You know, you got to buy these high rascals, you got to gas them up, hotels everywhere you go. Enjoy yourself, man. And this is an expensive hobby. Then when they break down, that's unexpected expenses that you have to come up with. So you need to be prepared, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell y'all about what happened, man. About 30 miles outside of Little Rock, my bike decided it needed to take a vacation. So now it's chilling in the shop somewhere, probably getting a bubble bath and a massage while I'm out here, was out here, playing hotel roulette. I'm telling you, just running from hotel to hotel, Uber to Uber. And I tell y'all, man, I got my bike towed from, it was like 30 miles before you get to Little Rock. I got it towed to Little Rock. Once I got to Little Rock, man, I had to take Ubers. And man, every Uber I got in was bad, man. I'm talking about one Uber, the first Uber I got in, they actually had it tried. They must thought they cleaned them, just didn't pay attention. Had dog hair on the back of the seat, on the back of the passenger side seat. I'm imagining that dog hair. But, you know, that's the only thing wrong with that one. I got in one, I actually, you know, I said, I'm gonna take some pictures of this, because, man, I got in the back of one Uber, man, had glass, and he opened the trunk for me to put my bag, and it had glass scattered everywhere. So I brought my bag to the front. When I got in the front, man, like he was living out that damn vehicle, man. That is just terrible, you know. But anyway, this video here ain't about that. I just thought I'd share that. Ubers around Little Rock, man, they don't care, you know what I'm saying? They out there getting it out the mud. For real. But anyway, I rented a couple of hotels because I was gonna rent a truck and bring my bike home, but then some kind of misunderstanding, they ain't realize I was getting the truck for one way. They said they don't do one-way truck rentals at the Enterprise truck rental. which I was sent there after I booked at Enterprise car rental. Didn't even know it was two separate ones. But anyway, so I was stuck then. I called to my shop back at home, and then they told me they was a week and a half out. So I decided to let it get fixed. I decided to leave it in Little Rock at the dealership in Little Rock. So hopefully everything be all right. You know what I'm saying? My trip just destroyed. You know, hey, there's always a next year. You know what I'm saying? It's always a next year, for real. So I rented a car. Now I'm heading back home until they get black fixed, and I probably come back, pick it up a week later, which will be hopefully be ready. I can pick it up Wednesday, and I can leave Wednesday and head towards Chicago for next level. So y'all stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't what I expected. You know what I'm saying? I'm for real, man. I went from loud pipes to soft seats and a Bluetooth. That shit crazy. But anyway, sometimes the journey takes a little pit stop. Like I say, bike be needing a little carry every now and then. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm in a rental. But don't count me out yet. I'm still Sturgis bound. I'm just taking the scenic route. A long route. I'm gonna try to be there next year, man. And I let my partner down, man. And I talked all this. Oh, this is a whole nother story. I talked all this noise about my partner. You know what I'm saying? He got an Indian. You know, he got an Indian, and he got a Harley too now. But he brags on that Indian. He been bragging on this Indian for years. Which he got a new Indian now though, but. I've been around the world, around the country on my bike, and I ride with an Indian one time and break down. So we get to the Harley, right? So I checks in the Harley, and having another Indian pulled up and parked right beside he is out there in the middle of nowhere. The parking lot just empty. They just sitting out there. He come get me. He say, "Look out there." I look out there. There's two, and there's another Indian parked beside his. But this the worst thing. The Indian came there with another bike, a Street Glide. That Street Glide left on the truck. Left that Indian driver had to ride by himself till like my partner had to ride to Sturgis by himself. Man, that make us look, us Harley riders look bad. We be out here, you know, trying to defend these Harleys, man, and then the Indians, man, they escorting us to the dealership and leaving us there, man. That shit ain't cool, bro. Man, it is not cool, I'm telling you. But anyway, man, do me a favor. Drop your worst breakdown story in the comments if you had one, so I won't feel alone out here looking like a grease monk and a philosopher every time. Man, look, I'm not a mechanic. I did get a little greasy because I was trying to figure stuff out before I called a tow truck. And that's another thing that brought up to my attention too. I'm a hog member. I sat out there on that road for about 2-3 hours trying to figure it out until I gave up. When I contacted that number on the back of that hog card, 30 minutes, a tow truck was there. So they told me, well, first they took me back to, and it was on Sunday. They took me back to a hotel that was 30 miles south of where they picked me up from, which was the closest town. I mean, not closest town, I think that's where they was from. They couldn't go to Little Rock because Little Rock, the Harley was closed. So, make a long story short, being a hog member for that $50 a year covered that tow truck bill, which was $347, not counting how much the storage fee was going to be, because they had to store the bike because Harley didn't open up till Monday. Luckily, they opened up Monday. Normally, Harleys don't open up till Tuesday, but they opened up Monday, so I didn't have to pay that. Okay, so when I got to the hotel today, I was in the hotel already. I called and see, because one of my partners said he believe they pay for rentals or hotels too. So I called, they said I ain't had that ultimate package. So they told me with the ultimate package, well, it was an extra $70 a year, which I wound up getting. If I'd have known about it at first, I would have got it. But the ultimate package, you got to be a hog member to be able to get the ultimate package. And the ultimate package is for 2 bikes and 1 personal vehicle. And if you break down within 100 miles of your house, they will pay for your rental, they'll pay for your hotel, they'll pay for your food, up to $1,000. So you got to pay for it, but you send them the receipts and they reimburse you for $70 a year, and it's unlimited use. I think every hog member, every bike rider that ride cross, put miles on these bikes need kind of, rather if you don't have a Harley, I'm quite sure Indian or Kawasaki or whoever, Victory, I'm quite sure they should have a plan too. If not, y'all need to be trying to find a plan, because these bikes do break down. And this is my first real major breakdown. This is my second toe. The first toe had a flat a couple of years ago. I must have ran over something, but this is my first breakdown. But I just thought I'd share that, man. Y'all need to become a member and get them. Like I say, the basic is $50, I think, and the ultimate is an extra $69, $120 a year to get free towing, free storage, and I don't know what else perks the regular haul car come. It come with more perks, but I'm just talking about on the breakdown perspective. You get that with that ultimate, you get, like I said, up to $1,000 reimbursement on food, rental, and hotels, and they say laundry. So I guess you can wash your clothes and shit, or send it to the laundry. I don't know, but they did say laundry. But I think that's a good deal, man. But I'd have made this video longer than I wanted to, man. I just want to share it to y'all. I missed the trip. It was gonna be my first time going to Sturgis, and everybody I talked to, about that been to Sturgis, told me don't believe the hype. You know what I'm saying? They told me do not believe the hype. And another thing before I get off here, I cannot remember this guy's name, but he's with Wolfpack. He's I think he said the vice president or the president. I broke down in Whitehall, Arkansas. And he stopped on the side of the road. He stood out there with me for about an hour and a half trying to call, get help. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that guy, man. He drive a white dually. I don't know if he has some music equipment and stuff in his truck or whatever. I don't know if he's like a DJ or what, but he's with Wolfpack. And I think he said the vice president or the president. I can't remember, man. I was frustrated, you know what I'm saying? The sun out there, and I'm trying to see what the hell wrong with the bike. So I really wasn't quite hearing, you know what I'm saying? But if you see this video, man, I really appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you, man. I ain't get a chance to tell him who I was, you know what I'm saying? He just jumped out and helped, you know what I'm saying? I had took my colors off by then. It was in the saddle bag. He didn't even know I had colors. He just seen me on the side of the road and stopped him, man. And like I say, he stayed out there about an hour and a half, and he had somewhere to be, That's where he had the equipment, the radio equipment and stuff. He had somewhere to be, but he didn't want to leave me on the side of the road, which when he stopped, my partner was ahead of me, and he had to turn around or whatever. So by the time he turned around, old boy had already stopped and was checking on me. So he stayed out there with us about an hour and a half, man. I appreciate that, man. I tried to find y'all. I looked up Wolfpack on Facebook to see can I find your I don't know if you got a page on Facebook or not, but if anybody see this video, y'all know the Wolfpack members, somewhere around Whitehall, Arkansas, the vice president or president, tell that guy I said I appreciate him. Yeah, but I'm gonna get off here, man. Go grab me something to eat. I'm heading home. I'm still in Arkansas, south of McGee, Arkansas, so I still got a little ways to go to get home. Man, I missed it. But again, y'all leave a comment in the section in the bottom, man, and share it with me, man. Let me know. Let me and the rest of your family members on here, let us know that the breakdowns that you experienced while you've been out here on this road, and what did you do about it? You know what I'm saying? Did you have hall members or did another club member stop by and reached his hand out and, aided and assisted you, you know what I'm saying? Or you had to foot it out your pocket, you know what I'm saying? Share your comments, you know what I'm saying? You might can help somebody else. I'm gonna holler at you, man. I'm about to get something to eat, man. I gotta go, man. It's been a long 2-3 days, man. The day is Tuesday. I broke down Sunday. I could have been at home Sunday. You know what I'm saying? The distance where it broke down to Little Rock when I left Shreveport, I could have been at home Sunday. And I could have been enjoying these days, doing anything but sitting in the hotel, calling everybody, trying to figure stuff out, you know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't gonna let it stress me. I've been riding these bikes a long time. This don't happen often at all. So it is what it is. I'm going back to work Thursday. I've been off, but I called them, told me, put me back on dispatch. I'm going back to work. Then hopefully my bike be ready. I can go to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? But even if my bike ain't ready, I had a couple of people that reached out and told me I can ride their bike. I really don't like riding nobody bikes. So I'll still make sure I'm in Chicago, but I don't know, I might not be on nobody else's bike. I don't ride nobody else's bike. I might just come in that Escalade. Y'all, I know I ain't gonna be on the ground. Hey. Sometimes it be like that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? At least I'm showing up. But I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I'm out.